costs of healthcare have exploded, and few people have much, if anything, positive to say about their plans. But that's about to change. This is Tales from the Plan, a series dedicated to benefit plans and employers taking care of their employees and families. This is how it should be and will be again, and it starts now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Empowering Your Plan with the Phia Group. I am your co-host, Adam V. Russo, the CEO and co-founder of this amazing company. Alongside me, as always, the amazing, the irreplaceable Ron E. Peck. Say hello, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
And in addition, the number one, the biggest, baddest, best producer this side of Braintree. Everyone say hello to Pat Santos.
Hello, Pat.
Everyone wants to talk about Pat. No matter where I go, it's, hey, Pat Santos, he's the best. I mean, we should pass out pictures of Pat.
He's a man of mystery, it's true.
Are you dating anyone yet?
No, not yet.
Well, it's all those Dungeons and Dragons games taking up all his free time, Ron.
Adam, you said anyone. How about anyone's?
Oh, that's why. It's
Pat
multiple
the
people.
Manson.
Very
There's the
interesting.
twist.
Today we're doing another Tales from the Plan. We got to change the name. And that sounds like cryptic. It sounds horrible. Speaking of cryptic, our next guest is the amazing Linda Pestana. Say hello, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Linda, can you just tell Ron and myself what you currently do at Phia?
I am the Human Resources Manager. I help our employees with our benefit plans and the company with compensation plans and retirement.
So all day long, you just fire people.
No, I hire people too.
So, but you like to fire people, right? Is that your favorite part of your job, just telling people they have to leave?
She does not like to fire people.
I do
She
not.
loves
to fire people. You got it.
So is that basically what you do all day? Like you go in and just tell people to pack up their bags and you like pass out the cardboard boxes to put things in so when they leave?
They're not actually cardboard. They're plastic.
Oh.
They have to bring it back after they empty everything into their
That's so
car.
pathetic. Recycle. We go, listen, we just want to, we have a very good recycling program here for you. So even though we're going to dump you into the trash, we don't want you to throw that box in the trash. So bring that plastic bin back up.
That's it.
Okay, but honestly though, what is your favorite part of your job currently?
I actually, I do like when we hire people.
Hire, not
Hiring,
fire.
not
Okay, so
firing.
make sure we had that
No.
H, not F.
That's right. I enjoy helping our employees, and I am satisfied when they walk out of my office and
Not
they
good enough.
are.
Not good enough. We want them smiling, right, Ron?
Next level.
How does our employee benefit plan look and feel to you? I mean, you've been to a lot of other places. You talk to other HR people. How do you think it compares, as we're talking about tales from the plan, before we get into your specific tale, T-A-L-E, not T-A-I-L. How does our plan differentiate, you would say, from others you've seen, experienced, or have talked about?
I will say that this is one of the most comprehensive benefit plans I have ever worked with or had in my entire career.
I mean, it doesn't matter the fact that the two people who are the architects and design it are sitting next to you, right? That's not why you said that.
No, actually, it's not.
Ron's pinching you as we speak. That's not why you said that, though.
Staring daggers at you. I actually feel bad for Linda sometimes, though, Adam, because every time we come up with that next level creative idea, a new benefit, a new incentive, a new way to do things, at the end of the day, it's Linda who has to translate it into English so that people actually understand what the benefit is.
Well, Ron, at the end of the day, right, we're trying to just change things up for Linda. I mean, how often can you just want to fire people all day? I mean, you want to do something different once in a while,
It's good to
right?
give her a bit of a challenge, right?
Right. So speaking of challenges, it's not the easiest thing for us to do, right? Because you got a lot of stuff going on and you're a busy person. But you have something you want to share with us today. Ron mentioned a personal experience with the plan. That's what this is all about, right? Personal experiences.
That's right.
But because you're in a unique position, you could actually talk about, without disclosing names, you could just give Ron and I the names of the people afterwards, so there's no PHI with the general public. But I'm assuming you want to share a couple stories with us, right? And that's what this is all about.
Yes.
So we're going to try to turn it over to you, and I'm going to be quiet for about 20 seconds and listen to what you have to say.
Great. I actually did have a personal experience with the plan. My son has bilateral hearing loss, so he doesn't hear very well in both ears. My son needed hearing aids for both ears. Our plan covers $2,000 per ear.
Now, is that a lot or not really? How does that compare to other companies?
A lot of other companies don't cover hearing aids.
At all?
No.
So the fact that we do $2,000 an ear.
An ear.
Okay.
Every 5 years.
Okay.
So when I had to get my son hearing aids, we had been seeing a particular dispensing audiologist that my son became very comfortable with. And when we had to upgrade the hearing aids, it was Because he was out of network, the charge for both hearing aids were $3,500 per ear.
The charge.
The charge.
Not the paid amount.
Correct. So he was out of network. So I was able to actually take advantage of, well, not literally, but take advantage of Ron and our team. And they were able to negotiate the prices with the provider. And they were able to negotiate the prices down to $2,100 per ear.
A lot of people, they look at medical bills as inevitable, right? Like it's in stone. And the only question you need to ask is who's going to pay it, right? From whose pocket is the money going to come? And what this is illustrative of is question number one is who's paying, but question number two is challenge how much you're actually paying in the first place. So what I like about your story, Linda, again, is that instead of saying, oh, yeah, somebody else paid for it, you're talking about the fact that you were able to actually get the bill amount down as well, which a lot of people don't think about when it comes to this type of thing. The only question they ask is who paid for it, not how much did they pay. And that's why I think your story resonates with a lot of people.
Thank you.
So Linda, I myself in a previous podcast, you just now, we've shared some of our own personal stories and we didn't mind doing so. But there are other people here at the company who have benefited from the health plan, who have stories to tell, but maybe aren't so comfortable sharing it publicly, sharing their name, coming on. But they didn't mind sharing their information with you so that you could provide it to the audience. And I know you have one.
Grilled by you and I on
about their
plan?
Health conditions? No,
I guess not
everybody. You actually have another story that somebody was very willing to volunteer to us to share for them. I don't know if you want to tell people about what happened there.
Yes, actually, I do have an employee that sent me an email that said that she had been suffering from chronic sinus issues for over 20 years and that she's tried many treatments that have never helped her. Last year, she saw a particular specialist at Mass Eye and Ear, and the doctor had prescribed her a solution. The medication that she needed for her sinus was a sinus rinse that she had to use twice a day. And she was shocked to find out that her previous health insurance that she had with a prior employer did not cover it, and that she had to pay $400 per box, and there were 30 tubes within each box, and she needed 2 boxes a month. So she had to pay out of pocket $800 a month for just that one particular medication.
Wow.
When she came to work for us, she found that she only had to pay her insurance premiums out of her check because our insurance coverage covered that medication at 100%. So the only thing she was paying out of her own pocket was her insurance premiums. So she was able to get the prescription that she needed without having to pay anything out of her pocket.
And according to her, this is life-changing.
This
right?
was life-changing for her.
And what I think people maybe don't completely understand in a situation like this, you're talking about $800 a month, right? I know who this person is, and I know what they do for the company. And the fact that they're not in pain, that this is not a stress on their life, either financially or physically, as far as their condition is concerned, their productivity is up.
Their morale.
Their morale
They're
is up.
telling people at the company about this great
Loyalty
loyalty
is up.
Right.
Retention. You would pay that $800 a month in a heartbeat. I know we would, given the productivity
We
we're
would
getting
pay
out of her.
$1,000 a month, not to this person. We pay $1,000 a month just to get the benefits of the morale change, the storytelling at the water cooler. This person has definitely told other people about this, and we know they're going to be here. They're not looking for another job. Their production's going to go up because obviously they feel better. They're just going to be happier overall. And in general, other people will see what we do here for our employees from a retention, but also from a attraction, a recruitment perspective. And I think that's one thing that people don't talk about is people focus on just salary. The second biggest expense people have, and a company has, is the healthcare expense. So if you're able to not only, one, take care of your employees financially, but secondarily, you can make sure that you have quality benefits that are reasonably priced to those employees and actually incentivize them to be consumers of healthcare, really makes a difference.
It's funny, Adam. I like that you talk about the health plan as a company expense, because the thing is, I think a lot of people consider their health plan to almost exist in this separate vacuum from everything else. And this example being one, I could pay $800 a month, get this employee her medication, her productivity's up, retention's up, morale is up, or I could exclude it, make her unhappy, and spend $1,000 a month on some sort of recruiter or consultant to try and bring in talent. And people don't see how the health plan, it's just another expense. If you can divert something you're spending elsewhere to improving your health plan and get better results, why wouldn't you do so?
Hey, Linda, one last question from me. I think we have a satisfactory health plan. No, I'm just going to take that back. We have a great health plan, I believe. But it's not the best, in my mind. It could be better. Even if it was the #1 ranked health plan in the country, I still think we can make it better. Is there anything you could think of on top of your head that we can do to make our plan even better for our employees and their dependents?
I think with the health plan that we have, and I can speak for it personally, there isn't anything on that plan that we don't cover that is an out-of-pocket expense for me, even with any of the prescriptions that we have. The majority of our prescriptions or for personal are generic, and we cover those at 100% with no copayment, so I don't have a financial expense.
And the cool part about it is we have very low rates when it comes to health insurance. What does a single person here at Phia pay for health insurance, Ron?
I was going to say, for the single, we're what, 140?
We're for $140 a month.
Right.
Correct.
And what we have multiple different tiers also, which is why it's so amazing.
But a
as
family
well.
like mine, with myself, my wife, and 4 kids, we pay $440 a month.
You have the farm plan, but you often hear it's either individual or the entire family. We've actually broken up to individual with spouse, individual with children,
with no spouse,
or full family, right? Which allows us to more fine-tune the rate. And I was going to say, Linda, you're the one who's actually monitoring how much things are costing. And to your point, Adam, if it's such a robust plan that covers everything, we're just throwing money, right? I mean, this plan must be very expensive for the company and for the employees, right? I mean, you've watched the trend year after year. How are we doing?
I have.
It's pretty terrible, right? The cost must be through the roof, right? No, obviously, I'm just kidding around, guys. Our plan is actually leveled out. It hardly moves every year after year, despite the fact that we continue to increase the benefits that we're providing. Linda, Adam, you guys know that the actual cost to us as the employer and to our employees has stayed level year after year because it's not about giving more or taking away, and rather about identifying opportunities to contain costs that most people ignore. That allows you to give more for less.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today. I think that was a great discussion. It makes me feel good to know that we have 2 satisfied employees, one who's willing to tell us who they are, and one who's afraid to show their face for whatever reason. That's okay. We don't mind the anonymous ones either.
She's working hard.
That's right. She's working instead of playing here with us like Linda is currently.
That's it.
On behalf of Pat Santos, our amazing producer, Ron E. Peck, the Executive VP and General Counsel here at the Phia Group, and our lovely guest, Linda Pestana, our Director of HR. My name is Adam Russo. Thank you so much for empowering your plans with the Phia Group. Have a great day.